We were talking about this a little bit before the show, Elon Musk, or I think even during the show. And I hung out at a party with a bunch of people in Elon Musk's circle, and they all believe that technology is the solution to the culture war. And I'm like, that's like saying, if we're going to win this war, I need to buy a lot of land. Because everybody knows whoever controls the land wins the war. So by owning the land, it's like, okay, dude, they're going to walk onto your land with guns.
Yeah, because you have no people on the land.
Exactly.
The challenge is getting the land and people on the land. So they're not fully there.
Buying the land isn't going to give you the battlefield, but that's how they feel. So to a certain extent, it obviously does benefit. You know, like Elon Musk buying Twitter did a lot of really important things. But they genuinely, all these guys are like, yeah, once we control tech, then we're going to, it's like, maybe a little bit.
Yeah. You can increase awareness. And I look at it like if anybody plays these StarCraft type of games, you can increase your land mass, like Tim's talking about, but you need to have people on it for it to really mean something, to be able to protect it. So I think that helps, but that's not the full answer. Elon Musk is great in the area of business and engineering and all that. When it comes to the solutions to these issues, I think he's an infant. I think morally he's struggling. We were talking about the Twitter files releases. Is anybody watching the Twitter files? Anybody reading those? I mean, I'm reading them, but no, it's not reaching anybody, and I think he's struggling.
Look, man, you know, people got mad because Luke and I were eating dinner, and I see that one of the Twitter file stories comes out Saturday at like 6 p.m. And then I was like, are you nuts, dude? Not only is it a Saturday when traffic is at an all-time low for the week, but it's dinner time on Saturday. Meaning, like, Saturday morning's a maybe. People are waking up and they might check their phone. Friday evening is rough because everyone's leaving work and going to the bar. Yep. Saturday afternoon, you're done. And I'm like, did they intentionally kill this story by doing so?
It seemed like it.
Now, they keep doing this stupid thing where they're like, you got to slow roll the stories. You got to, like with the Snowden stuff. Glenn Greenwald and Poitras, they're like, I don't know if it was whose idea it was, but they were like, slowly release the stories to maximize reach. And I'm like, no. What happens is you put out mediocre story, mediocre story, mediocre story. We're done. We're tired. Not interested. With the Twitter files, they should have released like 10 stories all at once. They should have put the files in a repository and released them and let the entire community have access. Instead, I guess Twitter files came out this morning. Nobody tweeted it. Nobody shared it.
Are you serious? I didn't even know. 15? The last one I saw was 14.
Oh, yeah. It was Li Feng.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, he started the Twitter files thread 10 hours ago.
Wow.
So
they should have just dropped all the files all at once like WikiLeaks.
Yeah, if I had access to the Twitter files and I released them like how Elon did, like everybody would be destroying me. Right? They'd be like, what are you doing? Like, who cares? Are you releasing them on a Saturday?
This is a big story, too. This is about the pharmaceutical industry lobbying big tech to ban people who are anti-vax. Wow. Or not even anti-vax.
Or calling for cheaper medicines.
Right.
Yep.
And so this dropped from the Twitter files, and nobody talked about it. Here's what should have happened. He should have dumped all communications, because the other issue is Elon Musk is hoping these journalists can find the stories. Big mistake.
Yeah, and
Matt Taibbi's fantastic, but there's probably something in the Twitter files. I'll give you an example. If I was talking to somebody and said, let's say the email says something like this. Hey, this is Tim from over at Timcast. I was wondering if you can give me an update on the nollie foot frontside crooked grind. We were looking at John hitting those slappies, and we wanted to get something a bit more substantive. So we needed maybe like big heel, back tail, big flip out. Matt Taibbi's going to look at that email and be like, I have no idea what this says. And he's going to ignore it. Now, anybody who skates is going to be like, they're filming a skate video. Those are some sick tricks. Big heel, back tail. That's crazy. Like we're talking about big inward heel, man. We're not talking about frontside. But my point is jargon, esoteric language. Someone might say something like an acronym. One of the pharmaceutical guys might be like, "Yo, we've got a JN3, out of our backlog files, and this is pretty serious." And he's going to be like, "I don't know what that is." And then somebody who knows security might mean that this was a Russian hacker who broke in and stole people's medical files or something. Who knows? Mm-hmm. If Elon were to take all the emails and just dump them out and be like, "There you go, everybody," you'd have decentralized investigation. Right. You'd have people in the medical industry being like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! Look at this." Instead, what you get are journalists who are not experts in any of this trying to find the social sounding stories to publish. Hey, look, pharmaceutical companies lobbied to ban content. Okay, I'm not surprised by that. But what about the pharmaceutical companies talking in emails with other executives about how adverse effects, monetary policy pertaining to the vaccines, things that a layman could not understand? The journalists are taking a political angle. How were they colluding with each other? A person who's into medical or pharmaceutical might be like, how were they preparing to sell this? And what were they saying about the RN6 codes? You know, so I'm making it up. But let's say like there's an FDA administrative code that gets released with every product. These journalists wouldn't even know what to look for. Instead, we get limited access, put out on terrible times, and nobody even knows it's happening.
We need 4chan to have the files now.
No, actually,
not even a joke. Not even a joke.
I'm going to take it a little further. I think the Twitter files are a psyop. This is Elon Musk is not. He might be kind of a novice in a way with the media side of stuff, but he's not stupid. And we know there's still FBI and CIA agents there at Twitter right now. Dr. Shiva Arude said that Elon Musk was asked point blank, is the portal still open between the government and Twitter? And he said, I'll look into it. So it's, to me, and then Jim Baker, you probably remember that, Jim Baker was filtering the files. When you look at all the Twitter files at the end of each thread, they say, we didn't do the searching. A Twitter lawyer did the search. They're not even able to search through the data. To me, you add all of it up, it's almost like Elon, and this is complete speculation, this is playing chess. Elon, remember he was held up on the deal for a while in court before he said, okay, I'm going to buy it. What if Elon was like, I got to buy it, but I want people to trust me. So let me go ahead. I got to release some information for people to buy into me. So you release some information, you release it on odd hours, you slow roll it. Now, I didn't even know, I've been following this stuff. I didn't even know it was released. So now you've built some trust with the radical people who are paying attention. There's no normie. Around Thanksgiving, I think it was, or Christmas, I was asking normies. Anytime I saw a normie that, we're just chilling somewhere, I was like, have you ever heard of the Twitter files? Not one person told me they knew anything. I was like, what do you think of Elon Musk? They're like, I hate him. I'm like, why they don't even know him? It's a psyop to, in my opinion, affect those who are paying attention, to gain trust, and to buy in. And Elon's, I think it's paying off. How many people do you see on the right, kind of bigging him up? And I think Elon Musk has been a fraud so far. It could change. But when it comes to his First Amendment stance and the Twitter files, this is a debacle.
And to add to your point, maybe that's why the stories get released on Friday and Saturday nights, to make sure they don't actually have any real press impact.
Elon?
It's PR 101.
Yeah, the question's out there, Elon. Tell us why they're released at this time. Why haven't you released all the files now? Why are the lawyers doing the searching?
Well, it could be to try to bring people in for when traffic is low on Twitter in order to build up advertisers. I mean, and then let's be honest here. I think Elon Musk lost more money than anyone else in recorded history
on the deal,
on this particular deal, and he lost a lot. He wagered a lot too. What he's doing with it, is he going to be doing the Hive Mind? Is he going to be doing the X app, the everything WhatsApp, WeChat app? I mean, time will only tell. I'm still waiting for the Fauci files, and then I'm going to make my decision after that to discern what is going on here. But so far, hey, we did get a lot of crazy information, especially about the FBI essentially running Twitter, essentially running social media, and deciding who has a voice and not. That's huge. Having those receipts, I mean, that's big right there. So what's happening behind the scenes, I don't know. But I want to give him a little bit more of the benefit of the doubt myself.
I felt like it was very cringe the way things happened, and I'm going to be really critical about it. Calling it the Twitter files is like, we're a little group. Look how cool we are.
What's the name that you would give him?
You don't need to name it.
Yeah.
Just release the data. Like, what the hell?
I agree.
And then he gives it to particular journalists. They're like, I'm the one with the power now. And you're like,
I can't stand it.
So gross.
Always hated it.
What also prevents connecting the dots, because if the general public had it, we could connect the dots between this person and that person and this document. But when you have it in so many separate hands, it's very hard to get the bigger kind of story here, or even the whole truth here.
Yeah, it's almost like I do want to give Elon credit because I think the information's true and I think it's good. But imagine if you have the J6 footage and I can't search through it. I have to ask your lawyer to search through it. We want all the footage and just let us search through it how we want.
Thanks for watching this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. Hang out with us live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. and become a member over at timcast.com for uncensored, members-only shows exclusive. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all next time.